Every day is a different story. Obviously, we're getting more deaths, more bad news from around the world. We've got the Biden surprise upset here in the United States. We've got the rate cut. Where is this leading you on strategy?
Well, we have focused on this high volatility, Emily, 1,000 up, 1,000 down, 1,000 up, 1,000 down. It's extraordinary volatility. We're going to see more of it, we believe. We are sector conscious, so we don't have any exposure in transportation. You just had a discussion on airlines. We are worried about hospitality, cruise ships, the services that support them. And we're worried about some aspects in the credit markets. We're starting to see spreads widen, so we have to be careful about that. We are overweight the U.S. healthcare sector. We have been that way. And of course, with Joe Biden's success, you see that in the market today because the risk from Sanders on the healthcare sector appeared to be substantial, according to many market agents, and that was our view. So sector selection becomes very important now. The U.S. healthcare sector should be owned in the face of the market volatility because it has such a positive outlook for the sector.
There's talk about a recession in Europe. On the other hand, we're seeing China come back online. Obviously, a serious situation with the virus when it comes to the Middle East. How are you parsing out different regions?
Well, the regional question is really tough. In our shop, we think China may be peaking, and we are watching how South Korea handles the virus. They've got an explosion, but what are they doing? They're transparent, they're on it, they're testing, they've got systems in place, they are very much open with their public. And the response, while it's serious, says positive things about South Korea to us. So that's on our radar screen. We're more worried about where there is no transparency or we are getting a distorted story from a government. We don't own any stocks in Iran. Look what's going on there because they are deceiving their own population. So you need to make a country-by-country decision on how governance is applied within that country. That becomes very important now.
David, I want to return to your thoughts on volatility. And amid all these wild swings, we can still identify a few broad trends, can't we? And if we take a look at this chart on the Bloomberg terminal, you can see that notwithstanding all that's happened in the past week or so, the 200-day moving average has still been broken. So what have we got here? Are we looking at a V bottom or a bearish congestion? What do you see?
I'm not sure. We have some cash reserve, Paul. We did not commit it. We certainly didn't do it today. This is an unfolding story. We have taken down our earnings estimate for the S&P 500 index for 2020. We've done that 4 times. We're doing it again, and it's going lower. We're in the 150s now. We were as high as the 170s before this all started. The earnings impact this year in the first 2 quarters is not going to be pretty. And how deep those cuts will be remains to be seen. Companies are not giving guidance. They don't know what guidance to give. So we are not fully committed in the stock market, and we are sector specific where we are committed, such as healthcare.